Hey Biju, how are you?
Doing good. Great to be
Yeah,
here,
we
Sai.
are we are here in Microsoft MVP Summit in Seattle, and this is my first time, and very excited. And we are in Microsoft Studio, and we thought of sharing, this MVP journey, most valuable professional journey, especially for Oracle community. Because we are part of Oracle database at Azure product, and so let me quickly introduce my guest here, like Biju. I'm sure most of you know about Biju. I do remember my Oracle 8i, 9i days. We used to read his books like OCP, OCA. I think still you can figure out in Amazon.com. And very happy to be with Biju and a lot of learnings. This is what we call community. But Biju, you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. As I mentioned, I've been doing on the Oracle world for like more than 30 years now. I mean, right out of college, I started doing Oracle 7, started with Oracle 7 development, Forms 3. So it continued, and I'm here right now doing mostly with the Oracle cloud infrastructure, multi-cloud, pretty much Oracle on any cloud is what my focus. I mean, that's the main reason I'm here at the Microsoft conference, Oracle on any cloud. But I'm an Oracle ACE director, became an Oracle ACE director in 2015, been part of the ACE program for more than 15, 17 years now. I love the community. I want to help the community. So whatever I learn, I want to make it easy for the community, make it easy for someone else to learn and share.
Yeah. Yeah, and myself, so, my name is Sai in short, and I'm calling because everybody's talking about AI these days. So I upgraded myself to Super AI.
Yeah,
So you can
that's how
call
I
me
also tell you. Like, I mean, so tell everyone that he is super AI.
Super AI. And I'm also Oracle East Director for more than 10 years. And it's a great platform. We share the knowledge to a community across the globe. Especially, I do a lot of events in India. And one of the things, Biju, this all started, right? So, when I was a DBA days, we run into multiple challenges, multiple problems, and most of the time we solve the problem by looking at somebody's blog, and we had never met that guy, but somebody sharing the information some other parts of the globe, and we are consuming and fixing the problem. So that experience is really stayed with me. I think one guy can actually fix many DBS problems. Why can't we do
Exactly.
similar thing? Give back to the community, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
that's where the whole thing started. What about you? Do you have any experience?
I do, but I wanted to add to what you were just saying. I mean, to the introduction, you've been doing more than 20 years or almost 20 years, the Oracle India, All India Oracle User Group. I'm amazed. I mean, like how much time you spend and then all the events you coordinate. I mean, that's a lot of community work. It's not only sharing the knowledge, but you also facilitate for others to share the knowledge and then learn, right? I mean, that is an awesome community work you do. I mean, like not many people do that. I mean, like when I'm sharing, I write blog. I mean, I go to the events that you organize and then share my knowledge.
Yeah.
But you are providing that opportunity for people like us to come over and share and be and moreover, like I like the events that you coordinate where people want to meet the people like me and whoever is sharing, right? I mean, when I say like me, I mean not because I'm famous or anything. I'm just in the community sharing stuff. So they want to meet people and then understand how they can do, how they can make their jobs easier. And that community, I mean, when I go to these conferences like the ones you're organizing, I also learn quite a lot because, I mean, they have solved a problem or I meet somebody. So that the networking is one key thing like I get out of this meeting people and the community?
Yeah, absolutely, Biju. I think it's a lot of hard work. It's my personal time. I need to really thank my family allowing
Yes.
me to do this. But one really happiness, as you know, we just discussed about a small situation, right? Somebody was just blogging somewhere in the world, and people are using it. So that really kicked off me, like, okay, can we really, that become a curiosity, and the curiosity become like a habit. How do we make this habit to, like, a big impact in India, right? So we started this in small events, inviting all the key speakers. For example, you have written so many books. When people love to meet you in a face to face, okay, look at this, we are meeting Biju, get signature from Biju. So that personal touch is very important, community. Yeah, we have a lot of virtual recordings. Yeah, it's good to learn, but I think we always prefer to have this physical meetings, people meet. And as you also said, like, you also learn a lot of things from delegates, because they're asking a lot of questions in their customer challenges and all. So I think it is a fantastic community. I think also I need to really thank all my volunteers. It's not me doing everything. So they are all, again, luckily I found a people with the same passion, right?
Yeah.
There are many people joined and left because they are all always looking for some immediate benefits. But whoever is stayed with me for so many years, they are really excel in their career. And it's also, sometimes I feel it's like a family event.
Exactly.
Yourself, for example, coming all the way from US, and we go to different cities, like a family, in a bus, in a flight, and we really enjoy. I think
Yeah, it
that
is.
that the passion is more important. I'm not doing like a job, right? Anyway, so it's a lot
And
of,
it's not part of your job
yeah,
anyway,
it's
right?
not
I
part of my job,
mean, so
but it's,
uh,
we really really
it's your
enjoy
personal
this.
time.
Yeah,
It's your
exactly.
personal. So let me ask you, like, how did you get started in this? I mean, how did you think of like starting an organization like All India Oracle User Group? You're wearing the T-shirt AIOUG. I can see that. I mean, that's what reminded me to ask you this question. How did you get started with AIUG? I mean, how did you get that idea that you should have an organization in India like AIUG? What was the mission? I mean, like, do you continue the same mission, or has the mission changed recent days?
Yeah, I think
Objective.
I need to really thank Murli Vallat and also Satendra and myself. So we have started, and two more people. Again, as I said, many really good people. Depending on their timings, they contributed depending on their time. But I think I stayed from day one. It's all, as I said, it's 19 years now. So one of the thing is, as a back to the same basics, right? So I want to really help, because as a DBA, you're solving many challenges every day. Can you actually document that in a blog? Right, it's also useful for you and also useful for somebody. And again, we will not share all the confidential data,
Right, right.
but it's more of things. So it was there always, like, I want to help, because nowadays you have so many conferences, so many events, right? But if you go back to 20 years back, we don't have this much exposure, right? So we always love to see, like, reading from books. I don't think even blogs are many,
No, blogs
right?
were not there.
So this is what he started. And again, the users group concept is not new. I think there are many other countries have users group. So we started in Bangalore, and we slowly expanded to 10 cities now. And the main aim is to bring the latest and greatest knowledge from Oracle, and also now it's more of multi-cloud, to the Indian community, right? Because maybe all the community members are not using the latest products, or maybe, for example, they may not be using Oracle 26 AI database, but we want to show them what they can do and how they can fix their existing problems. So luckily, I think, because of my Oracle Ace community, I was able to build a very good relationship with most of the experts across Oracle and outside of Oracle. So I know who's the best person for my community to really present and attract. So there are a lot of really good speakers, like Sandesh Khan or Mike Dietrich, and all these are like rock stars in my conference, right? So that's why I started. I think one thing is it's not easy. So it's like 3 to 6 months work. But the good part is I'm not also not doing like independent a job or something. This is also helping me in my career, like because I'm also working in Oracle technology, and this is also Oracle. So I also learn a lot of new things, right? And from Oracle ACE program, a lot of advantages. I think we will talk in a minute. So that way also I'm balancing my work as well as community. So I really enjoy that. But yeah, there are a lot of efforts is required. Uh, but but honestly, I really enjoy this.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? I mean you have to have the passion, and you should be enjoying it doing
Yeah.
that. It's not like a burden, right? Not a commitment. It is the commitment that you create yourself. That yeah, I need to do this, and I need to help the community. That's
Yeah, and whenever you go to events, like as I said, I'm doing for so many years. I'm meeting people like friends. They all come and hug me, and it's a different experience.
yeah.
I can't really put it in words. So coming back to Oracle ACE program, Biju, like why someone need to join this Oracle ACE community? So what are the advantages? I think you have been there more than like 10 plus years. So can you give us some?
Yeah. So when I started giving back to the community or sharing with the community, there was no formal program like
Yeah.
ACE program or anything, right? I way before, like when we were talking about blogs or sharing stuff, I mean, like I had a website on in GeoCities. I mean, like it used to be in GeoCities 1997, 98. That's when I started sharing stuff. And my inspiration was Tom Kite at that time. I mean, if you
Thomas
remember,
Kite, yeah.
Thomas Kite had a website called thomaskite.com or something like that. So he used to share a lot of information there. So that was my inspiration, where I learned it the hard way because I was put in a job where I had to troubleshoot and performance tune the live problems. I mean, like that's where when I was brought to the U.S. And I came to the U.S. and I was assigned a project where I'm going in as an expert. I mean, I know some stuff, but performance tuning was a little bit away from what I was doing. So I had to learn what to do, where to look, all of that stuff. So I created a lot of scripts for troubleshooting and also for monitoring the DBA environment, all of that stuff. So that's what I started sharing in that website. I mean, there is nothing, no article, nothing. It's just a bunch of scripts like that will help the DBAs to do their day-to-day jobs better and monitor the environment. Like I used to call them DBA OC, like DBA on-call scripts.
call, yeah.
DBA OC scripts. So that's how I started, and that's the website. I mean, like those scripts are still there in my website. So that's how I started giving, and then I got into like writing articles for Oracle magazine, and that got into writing a book because I mean that's also I was lucky in the right place, right moment. Cybex reached out to me and then started writing. So that's how I got into this community and the sharing and all of that stuff. That's how I got into the program.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in the Oracle ACE program, again, I've been doing this, I said 1997, 98. My first speaking session was in 2008, I believe. It was a conference. I was very nervous. I still remember speaking for the first time because I've attended many conferences. I was very even nervous to shake hands with people like Thomas Kite or Jonathan Lewis and Carrie Millsap. I mean, like those people were like, I mean, the legends at that time, right?
Exactly,
I mean, like I used to go to the Hot Sauce conference in Dallas, I mean, which was the biggest conference at that time for all the geeks. I mean, like all the Oracle geeks. So I'll be listening to them and then standing in a corner because I'm very shy and didn't know like how they will react even if I go say hi, right? I mean,
Yeah.
nowadays nowadays, I mean, like nobody has that problem, I believe, because the social media and people, I mean,
Yeah.
all the stuff. Because in those days, I mean, we don't know them because we know them only when
Through
we see them
books
through the
or,
books or
and,
through their speaking session.
speaking
Okay,
sessions.
outside
Yeah.
that, you don't have any visibility on what kind of people they are, and then so that thing is not there in these days. I mean, like these days, people out of college, I mean, like they can meet and talk and
Yeah,
all
because of the social media, I
social
think it's
media
more
exposure.
free form these days. Yeah.
Yeah, these days it's there. So yeah, I mean it's been good. So I got into the ACE program in I think the ACE program started in 2010 or some that time frame.
Hmm.
Then I became part of that program in 2013 as an Oracle ACE, um, and it's been good. I mean, anyway, I was not doing something to be in the program. Whatever I did qualified to be part of the program, and then qualified to be for me to be as an Oracle ACE director of the top tier in that program. I still see it that way. I am still continuing my community effort and work and sharing my knowledge. I continue that. I mean, there is a point system and all of that stuff. I mean, that's on the side. Whatever I share, I mean, I document that for the ACE program, and then they at
Yeah.
the end of the year, I mean, they calculate, and then
Yeah.
they determine whether I am qualified to be part of the program or not. I think the MVP program is also the similar way. I mean, so it's a community program. They need to have some monitoring, some guidelines around it, and stuff. So that's how. And I'm sure you got into the program because of the
Yeah,
AIUG and.
exactly. So I think I'm into I think not like writing books or something. So I'm more into, I think, even the same situation, right? Even I don't speak to people, but this platform really created me to really excel in this, right? I'm not saying like I'm very good public speaker, but I think I'm learning every conference. I'm learning whenever I'm presenting in these conferences. It's a same feeling. I feel like my day one. Coming back to this, yeah. So I've been like you only. I just I think Murali submitted my nomination as an Oracle Ace. Then because of my contributions, they promoted to Oracle Ace director. But I think I never, or I think most of us, like not really uh, you know getting like I need to get into Oracle's program, let's do all the stuff, right? So we are not in that picture. I think we are continuously doing this same passion from day one. Honestly, if I put all my points, it's going to be like 1,000 points or something.
Yeah.
But I think Oracle's community is very known platform for many many people. Especially this will help you in your companies, or when you are talking to customers. When you go with Oracle Ace director title, you will be treated like you are the guru in that particular area. So, and again, there are a lot of benefits, like you'll be part of a beta program. If you're interested, you can write free certifications. You can actually, as an Oracle Ace director, for example, if you're presenting in a different country or a location from your home, so Oracle pretty much covers your travel and stay, right? And also you are connected to a couple of product managers. You're continuously giving the feedback, and you have a for example, I'll say it's not your authority, but it's like you can change their product strategy and roadmap. So you have that much power to do that, and plenty of, and again, these are one side. I think one thing I really love is meeting people. So you're coming to this MVP event, spending time with you for a couple of days. I think that's a different experience, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, talking about the Oracle ACE program, I see the same on the MVP side also, right? I mean, you have a lot of benefits, and in the same community, I see the same family feeling. I mean, even though this is the first time here, I mean, like we don't know many of our family members, so it is like, okay, hey, hi, kind of thing in this conference. I'm sure that'll change the next time when we come, because maybe a lot of people. I mean, we're connected with a lot of people on LinkedIn. So that community is growing right now, and I see the same on. I mean, similar community in the Microsoft side, the MVP, and I'm very happy that again, just like what happened on the Oracle side, the same thing happened on the Microsoft side for me, because. Even before the multi-cloud and stuff, I mean, like I was involved in running Oracle workloads in Azure even before the Oracle Database at Azure program or anything, right? So Microsoft and Azure were part of my career and my job. So I've been doing that, and then also sharing with the community like how you can use Oracle in the multi-cloud and Oracle on Microsoft Azure with no latency and no license penalty and things like that, right? So that caught the attention of the Microsoft product teams, and then that's how I got into the program. I'm sure you also got into the program the same way, because there was no Microsoft Oracle Azure or Oracle. I mean Microsoft. What is our thing called? Yeah,
Oracle
Azure.
Database at Azure.
Azure, but no, the program.
Yeah,
ecosystem.
Azure Solutions and Ecosystems.
Correct.
Yeah,
Azure
yeah.
Solutions and Ecosystem, like that program was not even there when we started doing Oracle on Azure. I'm glad that that program is there, and that gave us the opportunity to be here, part of this community, and I see the same on the Microsoft side also, and very proud and humbled to be a part of the two programs here.
Yeah, I think it's a very great, Biju. I think somehow we are lucky because we are brand new MVPs. We are maybe, I think you are very new. I think I'm at least 3 months into this program. I think a lot of learnings, as you said, right? And it's also a bigger community, and Microsoft have vast number of products. And that's one thing definitely going to be a challenge for us to learn like so many products. But a good part is one thing we are very close to the product groups, right? And especially both are working in our organizations on Oracle Database at Azure, and we will come to know what they are actually releasing in next months. And as I said, we can actually influence, like for example, one of your customer is actually looking for certain product future, right? So that you can actually go directly to the product groups and say, hey, here is the customer, can you help us? So we have that power connection with this Microsoft MVP program. I feel really privileged to have, especially now everywhere we are talking about multi-cloud. And I think we are in a very special position where we are into Oracle as also Microsoft. So this one thing definitely, community is definitely in our blood. So we will definitely make sure that this knowledge is passed across the globe, especially for my community. And also from your professional point of view, you can also use this channel to basically help your customers, right? And I think honestly, this is a very unique position we are.
Right.
And as I said, again, there are a lot of advantages. If you want to part of MVP, you will get Microsoft Azure cloud credits. I think I hear it's around $12,000.
Right, $1,000 a month.
And also you get most of the software free, like Office 365. And also, yesterday we were roaming in Microsoft shop, we got like 20% discount on many products. Very excited. And first time in Redmond campus, I think I was just looking at the buildings, number of buildings, and
it's like a city, isn't it? I'm so amazed.
Yeah, it's a city, and we have to. And there's no way to walk, by the way, right? So we have to use shuttle, and it's so exciting,
Yeah, it's all new. This is the first time I'm in the Microsoft campus, so it is very exciting to be in the campus, and the way the buildings are structured and how people move from one building
to other building. Again, it's like a separate island. So coming back to Oracle Database at Azure, so let's talk about something. If somebody was listening to our recording, what is basically Oracle Database at Azure? Why customer needs to use this product?
So this is a very novel idea, I would say, the Oracle Database at Azure, because you would never imagine that two cloud providers will come together, and then one cloud provider is going to let the other cloud inside your cloud, right? Basically, Oracle OCI is running inside Azure. So it is the OCI control plane and the OCI services. All of that is available for the database. I mean, like none of the other services, it's the database services. So you have the Oracle database on Exadata dedicated or autonomous dedicated, exascale base database service, autonomous database serverless. Autonomous, even recently they announced autonomous on dedicated also
Dedicated
available.
also, yeah, exactly.
So all of that, even Golden Gate services, I mean, like autonomous recovery service. So everything connected to the Oracle database is natively available in Azure, inside the Azure data center. So the benefit for the customers is you have low latency connectivity between your Oracle database and application servers, and you're integrating applications. So that is the number one benefit. Then you also have the licensing benefit because you are using the OCI services, the OCI metrics, the OCI cost. I mean, like that is available within Azure. So it's a win-win for both Microsoft
and
Oracle and the customers.
Yeah, exactly. So I think even give a little background, right? So most of the enterprise customers run their databases on Oracle, full stop, right? So there's no way to escape because there are other databases. Nothing wrong with the other databases, but if you are running a mission critical systems, most of the customers use Oracle because of 45 years of innovation on database, right? Number one. And they all stuck before this model because they choose as Azure as their first cloud strategy, and they had started moving the applications and all. But when they move Oracle database on Azure VM, which comes with a lot of complications, your license is 2x license, you can't run Oracle RAC, you can't get Exadata. So all these features required for enterprise applications and database are missing. So I think they started with interconnect. Interconnect was good, but again, they are not able to solve the latency challenges.
Now, we have a few customers on interconnect, as well as they had another program called Database on Azure. Remember that? I mean, that's the autonomous database and the base database available sitting in OCI, but they are behind the scene.
Connected, it's Oracle database for Azure. For Azure. Yeah, exactly.
So that thing is good. I mean, like that was good at that. I mean, the best at that time, like few years back, 3-4 years back. Again, we saw that. I mean, like I think the interconnect has been available since 2019, I believe. So 6 years or 7 years now we have the interconnect, but the partnership is going really great. I mean, like it's very good partnership between Oracle and Microsoft, and that is helping the customers tremendously.
Now you can run the way you are running Oracle database on OCI exactly same in Azure. So now a lot of advantages. Number one is they are in 33 regions. Microsoft is the first customer to support this Oracle database at Azure. And again, you also have GCP and AWS. One thing for my customers, what we are solving is, one thing is the biggest challenge of Oracle databases is all spread across, like, one of the customer, we have like 5,000 databases. Running 5,000 databases in individual VMs, like 200 database administrators. And now this is a good opportunity. Number one, there's no license implications, and the way you run it on OCI, you can run it on Azure. So now we are consolidating that 5,000 databases into 50 exadatas. And that way, sorry to say, we are eliminating a lot of DBAs. But it's going to be cost savings for customer because their operations costs are more than reducing more than 50%, right? And one more important thing is now Oracle database is actually sitting next to Azure services.
Right.
So Azure have a lot of AI services. So data is very key for any AI services. So it's it's now both are in the same location. Now you can do a lot of magic. Right? Yeah. So
Even people might say like, hey, even without database at Azure, I mean, like I can, the AI services can access my on-prem Oracle database or send data to on-prem. Yeah, there is, but there is a cost involved, right? There's an egress, something called egress and latency. So that is what is disappearing with Oracle database at Azure. And as you mentioned, Exadata is a very powerful platform. I mean, that is designed for Oracle database. It is taken into consideration in the requirements for Oracle high-performing databases, data warehouse, data lake, that type of workload, and your mission-critical OLTP applications. So it is designed for that. And when you are able to combine all your databases into that platform, you gain tremendous performance boost, not only cost savings, performance savings also. And the management is pretty easier, right? I mean, you click a button and schedule your patch. It does the patching on the
without
without
downtime,
downtime.
right? So
All of that
you
stuff.
can basically, honestly, this is even I'm very excited. Coming days, I don't think multi-cloud is just a option. It is going to be mandatory for most of the customers, and love to see this initiative from Oracle. I think Larry says there's no wall gardens between these cloud service providers. So, what are the other challenges you see in this type of architecture? Have you seen any challenges with Oracle database at Azure?
Challenges, I think one, I wouldn't say challenge because you have to be on a supported version of the Oracle database. I mean, like there are still many legacy applications
Using less than 12C or
12C or
11i, 10G,
10G
all the versions.
databases,
Yeah.
all those versions. So that may not run on the database at Azure. So you have to upgrade the database for sure. So that is one thing. Then you have more flexibility in running database at Azure, right? It's not. I see more benefits than challenges. The challenges, yeah, I mean networking. The networking may be a challenge for some customers, and the IAM, the identity and the security, because you need to have the both IAM and your Entra ID there. So, I mean, once you figure that out and once you configure that, I mean, like it is seamless, the database at Azure, because you wouldn't know that, I mean, it is sitting in a different control plane. The other thing I would say is for the creation of the database and or the provisioning and the simple monitoring like up-down monitoring, all of that, you don't have to log into the OCI plane at all. But if you are a hardcore DBA, want to troubleshoot looking at the internals of Oracle database, and then if there is a need for that, then you may have to log into Oracle OCI control plane. And that. So that's one challenge I see some customers still doing. But I see it. I mean, it's if you are a DBA, I mean, you are using Oracle Enterprise Manager or some other tool. I mean, like this is part of that tool set. I mean, like you may have to log into one more tool to get the details.
Yeah, it's good to have a single pane of glass, monitoring both the cloud service providers. But I see some of the challenges. First thing is when we approach to some of the customers, say, hey, no, I don't want another cloud because I need to go to see chief customer or, security officer to get all the approvals. So that is one thing, I still see some of the organizations, they're still having some challenges. And also, again, this is what
that's only if you tell everybody that, I mean, it is OCI sitting inside Azure, right? If it is just an Azure service, because it is available in Azure portal, you can click provision, manage everything.
But still people think, you are using, honestly, they're using another cloud service provider because they have to assign an agreement with Oracle and all. And another thing I think you have covered, observability is very key thing. Hopefully the Microsoft, we were discussing yesterday, the product managers are a promise to bring some of the, for example, in Oracle, we have observability and management platform. In that, there are so many modules. One of the module is database management. So that's very powerful. You can pin down exactly where the problem is. So if they can bring those features into Azure, that will be fantastic to have one location to monitor and solve the problem. Another challenge we see is like, people are not consolidating. There is some fear, because if you look at any customers, right, they all um, divided into multiple businesses, and they say, okay, I don't really care about your entire thing. Just give my database and application as is, right?
Yeah.
Because they think everything is perfectly working and they don't want to disturb anything, right? So I think that mindset should change, because I think in my whole experience of this application transformation, I see, so we have technology, we have all the architectures, everything, but when you go and talk to the application owner, he will say no.
Yeah, because they care only about their application, and they want to. It's not only caring. I mean, they want to protect their application, right? They don't want to have the noisy neighbor problem or something like that. I mean, they are worried about all
Noisy
of
neighbor,
that.
and they say it's perfectly working. Why should I change, right?
Exactly.
But that's one thing I don't know. Some organizations are like, it's coming from the CXO side. They must do it, and they have to support like SIs to do this. So right. But some organizations are not really pushing. That's why I think you see it's not really accelerating very quickly. But I'm sure people recognize this. There is a lot of cost savings in this model, right? So I think, I'm sure we will, coming days, you will see more people are using this multi-cloud model. And so what are the so coming back to the MVP point, right? So since we are the first MVPs on this Oracle database at Azure product, so do you want to say something to, especially I think we will focus on Oracle guys who are actually working on Microsoft technology. So we have to identify, I think it's more of a responsibility for us, because next year we want to see more MVPs are coming here in this category.
Right. Yeah, I think there are a lot of people who are doing Oracle on Azure.
Yeah.
It's just that they probably aren't a community person. Maybe they are not sharing stuff. I mean, like, I mean, there are a lot of people like that. I mean, so that's there. And even in our East community, in our people, I mean, I know quite a few people who work on multi-cloud and on Google and Microsoft and AWS databases. So there are people using these services, even if it is not database at Azure. They may be running Oracle on Azure, different forms, right? So I think that is there. I mean, that's hopefully this recording, that what we are going to share will help some of those ACEs to like come forward and then reach out to the Microsoft product managers and then share their contributions and stuff and then get into the program.
And also we are here to help. Please reach out to us. Definitely, since now we are into this program for a couple of months, so we know exactly we can help you where to focus. What type of contributions you need to do to become MVP. Again, don't race for title, but I think another side, we want to really bring more MVPs into this category, and we want to get more feedback from the ground field, right? So that way we can improve this particular product and accelerate this adoption into multiple customers. I think
The clarification you just made, maybe I'll just clarify that one more time. Like we just want to identify the people who are doing the contributions and then bring them into the program. We don't want you to like start contributing to get into the program.
No, start contributing also fine, but don't race for it.
Yeah, race for it.
Don't race for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely love to, please reach out to us in LinkedIn, whatever the channels. Definitely we want to bring more MVPs in this program. Honestly, yesterday we were in the party, and a lot of Microsoft products, and we are only the two people on the Oracle side. Definitely we want to bring more people in this category.
Yeah, definitely. Like and yeah.
So any closing comments, Biju?
No, I'm excited for this Microsoft and Oracle partnership and the MVP program. I'm looking forward to like extending my Azure knowledge, where I'm looking forward to see how we can use the database available in Azure, the database at Azure, and use the data to facilitate more insights for the business, right? How can we use Copilot to get the information, or Microsoft Fabric to get to the data and then more insight? So that's the area I'll be focusing in the next, maybe in 2026. I would say I want to learn in that area. That's my goal here. But this program is going to help reach that goal for me.
I think we have discussed a lot of topics on this, and please feel free to reach out to us in LinkedIn, whatever channels. Especially, I think if you're in Biju is in India, please reach out to him face to face. And so, what's your closing comments? What's advice you want to give it to the community, Biju?
Yeah, the community is, again, I'm here to help. Like, you can reach me on LinkedIn or my social media channels. But this is an exciting program for myself personally, and for the customers I cater to, my company, Data Intensity. We are very excited for this program, because the my company and myself, our background is all Oracle. So when Oracle services are available in another cloud natively, that is an exciting thing for us. So if you haven't explored Microsoft database at Azure, please look into that, get into that. And if you have any questions, reach out to myself or Sai. We are here. And if you are interested in the MVP program or the ACE program, for that matter, reach out to us, and then we are glad to help.
Yeah, thank you so much, Biju. Again, I don't want to repeat. So, this is again exciting time for us, especially one side is MVP community, since we are we have to take more responsibility to bring more MVPs. Definitely, we will help you. If you're seeing this video, please reach out to us. We'll definitely help you. So, coming back to my professional thing, so I'm really excited to see, we have done a lot of migrations. Again, migrations are easy. It's Oracle to Oracle. And now Oracle database is sitting inside next to Azure services. So what else we can do, right? So this is a big homework for us. We have to learn some of the AI services in Azure. Can we quickly use AI services on top of Oracle? Like we were talking about talking to product managers, just use Teams and say, hey, how my application is doing, and you'll get a response saying, hey, it's all perfect, or any performance issues, hey, can you go and fix my performance issue in Teams, and they'll say, go and fix that. So that's what we are looking this coming days. Sorry to say, right, we are not, we have to take out all this mundane task and getting into all these agents and solve the problems, right? So yeah.
Yeah, now we see everybody is talking about agents and agentic and agent applications and all of that. So soon the DBAs will also talk about agents.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you so much listening to us, and hopefully we'll do more in virtual recordings or virtual in Zoom calls. Thank you so much for listening in. Catch you later. Thank you.
Thank you.